So we are going to move forward, and we have the palliative care formulary development sharing from Dr. Dan. I have already introduced him, so you all know who Dr. Dan is. And right after that, we will be going into launching the palliative care formulary.
Great. Thank you very much. So in our talks earlier this afternoon, we've heard about medication, the importance of medication, and how medication often isn't available for people who need it. And that was a very important part of the SANITA project, but it actually very much mentioned in the strategy that we mentioned there. All medicines on the International Association for Hospice and Palliative Care essential medicines list should be available at each healthcare setting, from the health post to the tertiary referral centre. And so when we did with the SANITA project, when we were designing the SANITA project, we thought actually focusing on making medicines available in rural areas was actually a very important part of what we did. Not just morphine, but also the wider medicines. I think this afternoon, Vorden mentioned diclofenac not being available and someone seeing that as being important. So we did some initial preparatory work exploring what medicines are available in Nepal. And actually, we published a paper in a journal just last year, which looks at the affordability and the availability of essential palliative care medicines in Nepal. And this I want to credit Rajiv Shrestha, who unfortunately can't be with us because he's moved on to doing a PhD in the UK. But he did this early work, and we looked at this together. So we found that actually, while most of the medicines on the essential list were available, certainly not all. And if you looked at specific formulations, like for people who couldn't swallow well or whatever, there might be real problems in getting essential medicines. But also we thought, well, actually, this IAHBC list was developed in 2007. Things have moved on since that time. Does that list still actually apply? And are there alternative medicines which are available in Nepal which could be used for symptom control? Just to say, I've been in teaching where someone has said, oh, you should use cyclizine for nausea, but we know we can't get cyclizine in Nepal, so it's not really a helpful thing to say. So what medicine's available so that we can actually teach and we can actually enable people to really develop good palliative care, and also good for guideline developments. What should we be advising doctors and others to use as we teach and train in palliative care? And also, are there any medicines that are missing that we need to go to the government and say, actually, this medicine is really important. Can we make it available in Nepal? So we decided that we would look at developing a new essential medicines list, not an official one for Nepal, but just one amongst colleagues, experts in palliative care who are in Nepal. A committee together, and with help of international experts, we looked at what medicines were on the list, what medicines really would no longer be used, and what other medicines might be advised. And then we worked with a Nepal expert group looking at these things, and we had a workshop at PAS, kindly facilitated by Professor Rajesh in September 23. And then we circulated the new list that we came up with, and the final list was agreed in December 2023. So this was our workshop in Professor Rajesh's office at PAS. And so, having designed a list, it was thought actually we could write a formulary, basically how these medicines could be used in palliative care, how they should be safely used, what problems you might face, what alternatives you might use if you couldn't get a particular medicine. As I say, for the basis of symptom control guidelines and to ensure that teaching is actually appropriate for Nepal. And so the formulary was developed by developers through 2024, and the text circulated to that whole group again. And finally, the formulary published and will be available in both hard copy and PDF. So I'm delighted to say that today we are publishing and launching the palliative care formulary for adults.
And for the launch of the palliative care formulary, I'd like to call upon Professor Dr. Rajesh Gongol, Vice Chancellor of Patton Academy Health Sciences, Professor Dr. Bishnadatta Paudel, President of NAPCare, and Mr. Krishna Adhikari, Executive Director of INF Nepal and Chairperson for the conference, up on stage so that we can digital launching.
No.
And Dr. Arun Kumar Buddha. Please.
Please come on stage. We have presents.
We have a few of the editors with us virtually as well.
You do the
Rajiv Shrestha, Dr. Alice Gray, and Dr. Rachel Quibel. Hello there.
Oh, hi.
Our pharmacist. And Dr. Daniel Monday himself is here. Thank you. Please, up on stage. Yeah. We'll open the wrapper and then show everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'd also like to mention our experts working in Nepal for this contribution. Dr. Rajkumar Gajmer, if you're here, please stand up so that we can applaud for you as well. Dr. Srijana Gauchan, Dr. Bikash Anand, Dr. Deepak Sundar Shrestha, Dr. Pradeep Vaidya. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Very much.
With this, we have come to the end of the session for today. I hope it was enriching for each and every one of us here. And we'll be back tomorrow. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good evening. Thank you.